Hello students, I hope you have seen the first video on components of food from chapter 2, class 6. So I am Amita. Let's study further. So as you read about major nutrients of food in first video, so what are the major nutrients of food? Let's revise again. So carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, water, roughage and vitamins. So last video we learned that we have to eat food from eat food of all kind of nutrients. So that will give us a balanced diet. So if you eat only carbohydrates or only fats, so you will be ending up into some kind of deficiency diseases. So what are the classification also? Let us revise this. So there are energy giving foods, bodybuilding foods, protective foods and fibers. So certain nutrients that we read are carbohydrates and fats. They are called energy giving foods, and vitamins, minerals, proteins, they are protective and bodybuilding foods, and water is very important for our body, and roughage is otherwise called as fibers. So we also learnt about different sources and we learnt about the functions. So carbohydrates and fats, they will provide energy, and fats will provide more energy as compared to carbohydrates. And vitamins and minerals, they are required for normal growth and development, and proteins, they help in building and repair of the body. So in last class we also discussed about water, that they help in digestion, and we have to eat nearly 8 glasses of water, and we also decided how to calculate how much glasses of water we have to drink. So I told you that you have to check your body weight and you have to divide it by 8, and that will give you the number of glasses you have to drink in a day. And now roughage, they will help us to get rid of undigested food, and this also we read about balanced diet, that they will provide all kinds of nutrients that our body needs. So a balanced plate will contain all kind of nutrients, that is carbohydrate, protein, minerals, water, roughage, fibers, everything. Otherwise we will be having certain kind of diseases that they are called deficiency diseases. So what is obesity? So when we eat too much of fat, rich food and junk food, so we will become fat and we will not be called healthy. So obesity is gaining lot of weight, and that happens by having fat rich foods or having junk food. So here in this picture I have given you some junk food. So these are the chocolates. Apart from that, there are a lot of junk foods which that they are not good for health. Now, those who think they have no time for healthy eating, they will sooner or later have to find time for illness. This is just a quote, that we have to eat on time and we have to eat healthy food. So what are deficiency disease? So diseases that are caused by the lack of some particular nutrient in a person's diet are called deficiency diseases. For example, we are always eating carbohydrates or proteins and we are not having minerals. Then because of that minerals, because we are not having that particular mineral, or we are lacking that, so we will have diseases because that particular nutrient or that particular mineral is deficient in our body. So these are called deficiency diseases. So in our NCERT book, this particular table is discussed. So there are many types of vitamins which we discussed in last video, and there are minerals. And because when we are not eating certain kinds of minerals or nutrients, our body lacks certain nutrients, and that's how we will have some disorder, or we will have some deficiency diseases. For example, vitamin A. So vitamin A, when we do not have vitamin A enough in our body, so what will happen? Loss of vision. We will not be able to see properly. So what are the symptoms? We will have poor vision, loss of vision in the darkness at night, and sometimes complete loss of vision is also there. And second one is vitamin B1. So this causes a disease called beriberi, and we will have weak muscles and very little energy to work. And vitamin C, this causes scurvy, and what happens in scurvy, we will have bleeding gums and wounds take longer time to heal. Vitamin D deficiency, this disease will cause rickets and bones become very soft and they become bent. Calcium, bone and tooth decay, our bone becomes weak and there is tooth decay. Because of deficiency of iodine mineral, we will have deficiency disease called goiter, and the glands in the neck region, it appears swollen, and mental disability in children is also observed. And because of deficiency of iron, there is a deficiency disease called anemia, and because of this we will have weakness. Now I will tell you some tricks for learning this particular table. For example, vitamin A. So if you have any friend whose name starts with A, for example, my name is Amita. Okay, and you think about certain friends whose name starts with A, and if they wear spectacles, for example, my name starts with A, and I wear spectacles. So I just remember that, okay, A, because of vitamin A, there is loss of vision. So these are just tricks to learn. So this is not necessary that you have to learn it. This is just a trick to learn. And vitamin B1, so you remember that in beriberi there is two spellings of there are two letter that is B and B, beriberi. So I just remember that because of vitamin B1 deficiency, there is a disease which starts with B, that is called beriberi. And vitamin C, scurvy. So I remember here the second letter, that is C, and from the C there is a bleeding gums, or there is blood coming from the gums or teeth. So I remember this way. And vitamin C deficiency will cause problem in gums, and the disease is called scurvy. So like this you can just try to make your own tricks to remember it. So I have given you here three tricks. You can share it with me in class, and you can share your videos. So we will be explaining in detail. So vitamin A, and what are the food source here, and what are the deficiency disease which is happening, and then oh,